got in from checking on the chickens. We've started separating the chickens so we can figure out which ones are laying, which ones aren't, because we got a lot of the large flock that we have is unknown to us as to who's laying and who's not. So we're starting the process of we just put them in a cage overnight, and then we'll wait 1 to 2 days, see if they lay. If they lay, great. We'll put one color band on their leg. Doesn't hurt them, it's just a little color band. And then do the next one, and we just keep going until we made it through all the flocks. So I was out there doing that with the first one, and I noticed an egg in one of the nesting boxes. Some of our chickens lay later, so I checked it, grabbed it, and it's, you can see that, it's squishy. Very, very squishy. Now, I saw a hen in there when I picked it out, and it was a barred rock. I don't know why we did it. We'll have to do some research and find out what's going on here.
Good morning. It's Monday morning, and yesterday Josh put one of the chickens in the dog crate. Thank you, Mr. Rooster. They all come running when we come out to see if we're bringing them treats. So yesterday evening, Josh put the first chicken in the dog crate in the pen with all the other chickens. So the chicken is still exposed to the others, and the goal of this experiment is to see who's laying and who's not, and to see who's laying every day and who lays every other day, or just to see the egg patterns. We're just trying to get an idea. We got these little plastic bands for their legs, and they're different colors. They don't hurt them or anything, and they just clip on. And basically the idea behind it is then we know over time who's the older ones and who is slowing down in egg production. And so we'll color code the ones that lay every day, we'll color code the ones that lay every other day, and then if there are ones that aren't laying even that frequently, we'll go from there. Thanks, mister. We are a homestead. We do eat chickens and we do eat roosters. So it's not the most glorious side of homesteading, but it's the realistic side. So we just want to keep it real over here. But I'm just going to go check and see if the hen that he put in there has laid an egg yet this morning. So take you around and show you. I'll just follow you along as you walk. Hey guys. All right, so here's our hen. Do you have an egg in there? Nope, okay, no egg. It is a little bit early, it's only 9:10, so a lot of our hens don't lay. So if you look closely on her right leg right there, you see a purple band. So if she's a daily egg layer, purple will be our daily color. So we just figured we'd go ahead and just pick a color and band her, and then from the rest, we'll do it in a color coordination to match. She can still be on the grass and everything, and keeping her in the crate but still in with the rest of the flock lets everybody else know she's still a part of the flock, because if we separate her, chickens forget really quickly who's a part of their flock, and it would be hard to amalgamate them back in. So at max she'll be in there for 3 days, probably only 2, and we'll move her around as well, so that way she has fresh and clean grass to work on. Yeah. And it's a little chilly, but it is a beautiful morning, and it looks like Josh put the laundry out for me. Thanks, Josh. Gonna come say hello? I thought I would show you Broody Mama. She doesn't have a name. This is just the chicken that decided to go broody on us this spring. She sat on a set of eggs for almost 3.5 weeks and nothing hatched. But it was also during like the really cold temperatures in March. So we just think that the eggs must have just been frozen. So what we did was we moved her into this pen. So she has this whole space to herself. And I mean, she stays here like 95% of the time or more. Hi, Broody Mama. Hello. Yeah. So if you try to touch her, I usually cover my hand with my sleeve because she does peck and it hurts. Like, hi. Oh, she's being really nice right now. So Broody Mama has 4 eggs under her. We took them out yesterday for a few minutes to see if it was just wasting the poor hen's time, if there actually was anything in there, and we candled them in a dark room, and sure enough, we saw movement in all of them, and like the veining, and they look pretty full. There is a little air pocket, so it is looking like we are going to have a couple of baby chicks hopefully really soon, right? Yeah, there it goes. Like our scary cat. Hi. So if you're wondering if you have a broody chicken, you probably want to research it yourself because we are no experts. But I'll just tell you what we saw. She started hanging out in a nesting box. Like every time we went in to get eggs, she was in a box. Sometimes she switched boxes, but then after a couple of days, she stayed on the same one for like 15, 20 days. And then in the same week, she hopped to 3 different boxes. So we removed all of those eggs and we tossed them to the chickens to eat after we crushed them up because we didn't know which eggs had been laid that day and which eggs she had been sitting on a while because she moved so much it got very confusing. And we sell eggs, so we didn't want to accidentally sell any baby chicks that were not fully developed. So anyway, so we removed all those eggs and fed them back to the chickens because they love it, and there was no chicks in any of them, so that was nice to find out that it wasn't like a shock. And then basically from there, the eggs that we saw her sitting on that day, which we knew she had just hopped nests that day, we took those 4 eggs and put them in here with her, and she has been faithfully on them. We candled them and there's stuff in there. And yeah, so she has her water here. Josh feeds her out on the grass, so that way, you know, she gets out for a few minutes. And his observance, because he feeds her every day, the thing he's observed is that she comes out to eat probably every 2 or 3 days. So she stays on this nest like all the time. And if I tried to stick my hand in there to like touch one of the eggs or grab one of the eggs, she would peck it. Although she is more gentle than one other broody mama that we had. The other broody mama didn't last though. She didn't, like, she's alive. She just didn't stay broody. Modern breeds, a lot of them have been so hyper overbred over the years from what we've read. It looks like a lot of them will go broody for a couple of days and then not be able to stay broody. So it's almost like the breeding instincts have been bred out of them. So most people nowadays just hatch with an incubator, which we will probably get an incubator and hatch our own chicks. That's in the plans. But we wanted to see it naturally, and unless we really just don't have the space for chicks, then I would just, look, she's fluffing up. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, Mama, I'm not gonna stress you out. I'll close your door now. But we wanna always give opportunity for the natural cycles to happen if at all possible. It's so simple. You literally just pull it forward. And they stinking love all of this fresh, clean grass. Okay, that is the last run for this garden, I think. So as you can see, they love it. So this is our compost setup. We are really bad composters, but we finished, I shouldn't say we, Josh did this completely. This used to just be a 4-walled square, but he opened up this side so it's more accessible when the net's not here, and built this stall in the back. This whole piece of wood here was like some kind of platform thing that was here, just laying in the woods, and it was not rotted like most wood in the woods is, but so we were able to salvage it. So the plan would be to go back and forth kind of thing, and we want to get our compost really hot. It is not anywhere near that stage right now, but we are trying to get on top of composting because we know that it's really great for our gardens, and it's a huge part of sustainable agriculture, which is kind of what we're going for as a sustainable farm. Not kinda, it is what we're going for. So we also discovered they're just temporarily in this setup here where we've got the fence. This is our fence that we usually use for our meat animals, like our meat birds. But the goal of this is that they kind of till up the gardens for us. So this space that they're pinned in right now is where our main garden is going for like our beans and everything. These are the trellises that I built, if you saw the earlier spring video. They have spent a ton of time in these raised bed boxes, which from this angle, they don't look bad. From the other side, they're pretty dilapidated. So we're planning to cut off these front little things that jut out. I don't know what you call those, front little arms, and just cap it off right here at the end, like put a little wall. We could probably even use some of the wood that's there and just cut it back a little bit. It's just we weren't planning on ordering a bunch of soil this year, and we definitely don't have it ourselves on the property. So the plan was to keep these empty. We may just plant straight down in, but the problem is we think there's too much shade for how high the walls are, because these walls are almost 2 feet tall, I think. So, hi little chicken. You want to be on camera? But anyway, why I was telling you all this is temporary, but they have learned to hop up on the old raised bed frame, and then they hop over onto the edge of this compost wall. So they're quite clever. Headed out we're following friends right now, and we are gonna go smelting. So there's these little fish, and well, they're probably not that small, but anyway, we're gonna go try and catch these fish. So yeah, we'll let you know how it goes. Maybe we'll see if we can get the camera to catch some of the fish for you. That is so good. How many are in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes. Good morning, guys. I was outside putting something in the mailbox and moving the A-Team's little chicken tractor, and I heard little cheeps, and I thought it was just like birds in nature, and then something about the cheep was a little too high pitched and too close. So I think Broody Mama, who I showed you last week, I think she may have hatched this morning or last night. Her eggs may have hatched. So I've not looked yet because I wanted to show you guys the same time I saw. So yeah, we're gonna go look. Okay guys, it sounds like there are chicks in there. I see broken eggshells. Hi, Mama. Oh, I want to look so bad. Can I see? No, you're not going to show me. Are you sitting on baby chicks? Okay, so it looks like she's still sitting on them. I do see broken eggshells and I hear peeps, so there is a chick at least in there, if not more than one. I'm going to research before I try to get in there and touch them, because maybe I'm not supposed to. So I'm going to research and see what goes from here. But we definitely have at least one chick in there. I think there might actually be two, because there seems to be 2 different rhythms of the pipping. So we shall see.